Hallelujah. We all struggle with temptations. In fact, there is a war within us where we desire to do good and suddenly we land up doing things that are not pleasant or bad. There is a war within us. And the question that comes is how to overcome those thoughts, those desires that just suddenly burst within us. The desire that we have to do good, how to satisfy that and not do the things that suddenly creep up to do bad. Well, when we open up our Bibles to James chapter 4, it reads there, what causes quarrels and what causes fights among you? Is it not this, that your passions are at war within you? You desire and you do not have, so you murder. You covet and cannot obtain, so you fight and quarrel. You do not have because you do not ask. And it goes further in verse 3 and says, you ask and do not receive, because you ask wrongly to spend it on your passions. Verse 4, you adulterous people, do you not know that friendship with the world is enmity with God? Here James is speaking about a war within us to do bad. That passion that rises within us. Because we don't have, we begin to desire, we begin to fight, we begin to quarrel. And then he says in verse 7, how to overcome this. In verse 7 he says, submit yourselves therefore to God, resist the devil and he will flee from you. Submit yourself to God. That means come under the lordship of God. Let God be your Lord. Let him rule you. Let him guide you. Let him be the one who directs your path. Let him be the one who tells you what to think. And when wrong thoughts or stuff comes in your mind, that he would be the one to direct you to overcome those thoughts. That he would let the word overwhelm you. We need to come under the lordship of God. If we want to overcome these passions, this unwanted stuff that just keeps rising again and again, we need to let the Lord be the God of our life. Let him be the Lord over us, guiding us, leading us, directing our path. And then he says, then you resist. That means we need to be people who learn to say no. When we come under the lordship of God, he will give us the strength to overcome. But to say no, it's in yours and my hand. We need to make that decision. And what will follow next is the devil will flee from you. I want to encourage you. Temptations, we all go through it. It's common to all. But we can overcome is when we let God be the Lord of our life. That he will direct us, lead us. Even the thoughts that come to us, the unwanted thoughts, that he would immediately begin to convict us and tell us, no, that's not right. When we want to do wrong, that he would begin to speak to us and say, no, it's not right. You should not be doing those things. When he is the Lord over our life, he begins to direct our path. And then we need to make a deliberate effort to say no when the thoughts come. When the unwanted thoughts or unwanted passions come, we immediately bring it to God. We say no, bring it to God. And what follows next is the devil will flee from you. So temptations are common. The fight can only be won when we submit to the Lord. Therefore I say, submit to God. God bless you.